It's 2:17 p.m. on a Tuesday. You're not on vacation. You're not at brunch. You're sitting in your car outside a grocery store, staring at your banking app. Your student loan payment, $728, due tomorrow. Your checking account, $904. You run the numbers 3 times. If you pay the loan, rent clears. If rent clears, groceries get tight. If your car breaks again, game over. You did everything you were told to do. So why does it feel like you're financially suffocating at 24? This isn't a story about laziness. This is a story about math, and the math doesn't lie.
At 17, the message was simple. Go to college, take the loans, get the degree, secure the future. Debt is an investment. You'll earn more long-term. Everyone does it. So you sign, because not signing feels irresponsible. 4 years later, you graduate with $92,000 in loans, a marketing degree, a $54,000 job offer. Sounds responsible until the bills start arriving. Let's break it down. After taxes, that $54,000 salary becomes about $3,450 per month. Now subtract $730 student loans, $1,350 rent, $420 car plus insurance, $650 essentials. You're left with roughly $500 per month. That $500 is supposed to cover savings, emergencies, social life, travel, healthcare, investing. One car repair wipes it out. One dental bill sets you back months. This isn't luxury living. This is survival mode with a degree. Here's the part people ignore. It's not just tuition. It's 4 years of lost income, 4 years of missed investing, 4 years of delayed career compounding. If someone earns $32,000 per year straight out of high school, that's $128,000 earned while you were in lectures. If invested early, that money compounds. Opportunity cost is invisible but devastating. Here's where things get uncomfortable. Not all degrees pay equally. Some majors start at $75K to $85K, engineering, CS. Others, $45K to $55K, marketing, psych, arts. But the debt often looks the same. That means your loan payment doesn't care what your salary is. It's fixed. And if your income isn't high enough, the wage premium disappears into repayment. You're running forward on a financial treadmill. This didn't happen randomly. 3 major forces pushed prices up: administrative expansion, campus luxury competition, and easy federal lending. When unlimited loans are available, prices rise. If buyers can borrow more, sellers charge more. Basic supply and demand economics. Universities expanded facilities, staff, and amenities because funding allowed it. Students absorbed the cost. Now here's the part rarely discussed in high school classrooms. Other routes exist. Trade certifications, apprenticeships, tech certifications, skill-based boot camps, direct workforce entry. Some of these paths cost under $15,000. Start paying within 1 to 2 years. Avoid long-term debt entirely. Are they easy? No. Are they prestigious? Maybe not. But financially, they often outperform mid-tier degrees. College is not automatically bad. For some fields, medicine, engineering, law, it makes clear sense. But the dangerous belief is this: college is always the safest choice. It's not. It's a financial decision. And like any investment, it should be evaluated based on total cost, expected income, debt load, career demand, alternatives. Blind belief is not a strategy. Math is. Before signing a 6-figure commitment at 18, ask, what will this specific degree likely pay? How much debt will I carry? Can I afford those payments realistically? What other paths could produce similar income? What is the opportunity cost? Not emotionally, numerically. Because 20 years from now, the brochure won't matter. Your cash flow will. If you already went to college, this isn't about regret. It's about awareness. If you haven't chosen yet, this is about clarity. The system doesn't fail randomly. It operates on incentives. Your job is to understand them before signing contracts that shape decades of your life. Do the math. Not the marketing math, the real math.